And then.
Fine, we can.
Hi.
Okay, resume recording. It should be. Oh,
Thanks, Tiago.
like that?
Okay.
Okay.
It is 6:33. We're going to wait. I'm sorry? I'm sorry? Alana, are you taking the minutes tonight?
I'm not sure.
Okay, then I'll just do it tonight.
Tiago, before you go, Tiago, can you please enable screen share?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Am I supposed?
All right, you should be able to
I thought you
share
mentioned
screen
it.
now.
That's the only reason why.
Thank you.
I must have misunderstood you.
Okay.
Tina, I'm just gonna put up the agenda for a little bit so everybody online can see it.
Okay, and there's agendas over there. There's hard copies for everyone. And we have quite an aggressive agenda this evening. So we're going to get started pretty shortly.
How much time do you want ours to be?
5 minutes.
Oh, 5, okay. The video's. It's longer.
It can be 7 if you really need it.
How about 6?
Dad wanted you beat me down.
Okay.
And I'm not sure who's online, but I can just see the folks that are here. We're going to get started. We're going to call to order at, oh, are we?
Is there a quorum?
Are we recording? Yeah, are we recording?
It should be. Yeah, it's in recording.
Okay. Welcome, everyone.
Tina,
Yes?
is there an in-person quorum?
We have, yes, we do. We have 3 people.
That's not a quorum. That's not enough.
Who else are we expecting?
Quorum is half plus 1. And
Right,
right now, I think we have 10, which means quorum is 6.
I think we have 10.
Okay, no. Which,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
in
And we have
person?
4. We have 4 here.
Okay, that's not a quorum. So we can call to attention. We can't call to order. Sorry to interrupt.
Okay, we're gonna begin. Welcome everyone. Please take a look at the agenda. For those online, feel free to take a quick look and peruse. I know it's multiple pages, so it's a little difficult. And for those here, in person, can we, so. You have to press the button, press the button. We are called to order and we have a quorum as of now. We do not have the minutes, so we're going to not do that today, and we're going to do introduction. We'll start off with, let's do it differently. Let's start with the folks online. Daria, please start. And you hand off to someone else online, and then once everyone is finished, we will do the folks that are in the room.
Martin Kellens, Northern Manhattan Arts Alliance.
Welcome. Eric? Okay.
Amanda Selwyn, Notes in Motion.
Daria?
Hi, I'm Daria Hardiman. I am co-chair of this committee. I am a Harlem resident for 20+ years. I am a performing artist and a photographer by trade. Just so you all know, the introductions is just to let everybody know who's in the room so that we are able to collaborate. I'm a performing artist and a visual photographer. I call it a photographic artist by trade, and I've been on the board for about 10 years, and I choose Romel.
I Ramel Rayo. I am with Stage Aurora, New York. I'm a performer, writer, director, wear many hats. Actually have been in the business now for well over 50 years. So I'm here representing Stage Aurora, like I said.
Thank you. Ramel, is there anyone else that's online? Janet, you want to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm Janet. I'm also part of Notes in Motion Dance Theater. I just put a comment in the chat, but it looks like you also have my info next to Harlem Media Group. So just wanted to give you a heads up there. I'll be with Notes in Motion tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else online?
Yes.
Yes, I'm Madi. I'm with U.S. Mali Charitable Foundation, Charitable Association. I live in Harlem for the past 24 years. Hello?
Welcome.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, anyone else, Daria?
Yes,
Yeah.
Ali.
Yes,
I'm
I'm
here.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, I'm Osaliki Sepulveda. I am director at Collective for Arts, Music, and Dance. I am a director, creative director, but I'm also a performing artist.
Welcome.
Thank you, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel Davidson from Dance Theater of Harlem. I am the manager of arts education here, but I'm also a dancer, performer, and an actress.
Welcome.
Great.
Rebecca.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Mason Weigel. I'm the administrative coordinator for Doing Art Together, which is an arts education program based in Central Harlem, and I'm very happy to be here. Thanks so much.
Welcome. Daria, anyone else?
Did Eric, did you introduce yourself?
Eric is here. He's in the
Oh,
room.
got it. Amanda, did you?
Yes, she did.
I just said my name. I didn't say, I'm the artistic executive director of Notes in Motion. We're presenting tonight about our work in Harlem. We are a dance education program in the New York City schools.
Okay, I think that's it, Tina.
Okay, my name is Tina Lumley. I am a Harlem resident. I've been on the community board since 2018, and art is my passion. And I am not talented, but I support. Okie dokie. John?
Hi, my name is John McGregor. I am a literary agent, publishing professional for many years. I've worked with some great writers, helping them get books published. And now my next venture is starting an independent bookstore in Harlem.
Thank you.
And John's also our newest public member of this committee.
Yes.
By the way.
Happy and proud.
Hi, my name is Cam. I work in the nonprofit performing arts sector, and this is my first time at this meeting. I've always lived in this neighborhood, but never attended the meeting, so I just figured, let me try something.
Wow, we appreciate you. Welcome.
Welcome.
Okie dokie. Tesoro?
Hi, everyone. My name is Tesoro. I am the outreach assistant for Every Voice Choirs. And am an alumni from those choirs, so it's great to just talk about the programs that we have. And I'm also a singer as well. I just graduated from Berklee College of Music, so if you need a singer for events and things, I'm at your disposal.
And you're a member of?
Oh, and I am a member of the Youth Arts subcommittee? Yes. Okay, great.
Thank you.
Oh, Carlton Davis Senior, I'm meeting member of Arts and Culture. I'm also a co-chair of Senior Action Committee with Walton Alexander.
Thank you, Tiago.
I'm Tiago, I am recent, first year at Columbia University, but I'm more than Harlem.
And Tiago is a member of the. Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris Joya from the Sugar Hill Children's Museum of Art and Storytelling. I'm the operations manager. This is my first time attending one of the meetings. I've been with the museum for a couple of years now. And I think I'm also going to be on the Youth Arts Subcommittee. Thank you all.
I'm Tom Miller. I'm the board member for the Morningside Theater Company. I'm an actor and a theater educator.
Hi, I'm Eric Narberg. I'm consulting with Morningside Theater Company. And I'm also a member of Queens Community Board 2 and vice chair of their Arts and Culture Committee.
Wow.
Hi, I'm Susanna Fraser, Artistic Director of Morningside Theater Company. We're delighted to be here, live nearby.
Hi, I'm Bridget Lester, Managing Director of the Morningside Theater Company. Glad to be here.
Alana Mercado, member of the committee. I'm also on housing and land use, and I'm also on the youth subcommittee.
She's also the lead.
Oh, the lead. And I have a visual arts background.
Hi, I'm Catherine, I work for the arts, senior director of educational operations and partnerships. I'm an administrator, but I'm also a journalist. And recognize a couple faces around here. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. My name is Denise Ford. I am a director of a family enrichment center that's coming to the Morningside.
I'm sorry?
A family enrichment center, a community center. That's coming, so I'm actually just coming to the meeting so I can get a gist and then hopefully be able to present.
Wonderful, and you might want to become a member of the subcommittee. I'm also on the board of Morningside. Wait,
Whatever.
Whatever.
We'll explain all that.
Tina.
Okay, a little bit about what we do. We are part of the community board, we're the voice. There are many committees that are responsible for different, we are the voice for West Harlem. So that there's arts and culture, there's libraries, there's senior sets, there's seniors. So whatever interest you have, you can support it here. And we try to obtain information, keep our finger on the pulse of what's going on, be able to circulate information. And as far as the arts, and we're 50 volunteers. And we're one of, I think it's 12 or 13 community boards in Manhattan. For the Arts and Culture Committee, what we try to do is bring art organizations together so that we can collaborate because we're stronger together. Let everyone know what's going on. We like to disseminate information, and we want Harlem to be, West Harlem to be recognized for what it is, the capital of art in New York. Okay, committee report. There were the artist information, the person that does this with me, who is Walter Alexander, is unable to attend this evening. There were 32 items related to art, either funding or happenings in West Harlem that were disseminated in the month of January. Everyone online, I know that we probably already have your email address, but if you would kindly sign in and include your email address, your name, your and the telephone number, and whatever art organization you're representing, it would be greatly appreciated. And you can put it in the chat. Strategic plan. Community benefits of Walton.
contacted Barry this morning.
Okay.
We gotta come to some term where we can exchange information. That's all I did.
Okay, West Harlem Arts Alliance, is Michael Palmer on the call? Okay, Daria, Harlem Arts Alliance?
What name did you call?
Michael Palmer.
Michael Palmer.
So he's not here, but he did send out a couple of things and they've been, that I just want to mention. There's an artist fellowship program. The deadline is March the 13th. I'm not going to get into the details of these, but you can find it on the West Harlem Arts, WHAANYC.org. So this is West Harlem Arts Alliance stuff. There's an artist fellowship program. The deadline is March 13th. If you are interested in that, anything like that, please look it up on the website. Call for Artists. That's for Women in the Heights, the NOMA thing. Call for Art, a call for a proposal for an artwork to be installed in the Audubon Terrace during the summer of 2025, a $10,000 honorarium. This is at the Hispanic Museum and Library. The deadline is February 26th. That's through NOMA as well. So I just wanted to add those, and I think NOMA's probably, some of these are NOMA, so I will leave that to you, Martin.
Okay.
And for Harlem Arts Alliance, did you say that? Is it?
Yes, I did.
Okay, for Harlem Arts Alliance, again, please check their website. There's so many things going on and so many opportunities. The main thing that I did want to add is that the town hall for February for Harlem Arts Alliance will be on February 28th. And it will be at the Museum of the City of New York they're taking it to the east side. Because VOSA is making it his business to try and spread the love around Harlem. So we're going to the east side this time.
What time is it?
10 a.m.
Thank you, Martin.
And what day is the 28th?
The Friday, it's a Friday.
Okay, thank you. Elana, Arts for You?
Oh, hi. So we just had a meeting before this meeting. We had an informal meeting just to kind of go over some of the I guess points that we wanted to work towards. Do you want me to just read them over or?
Whatever you want.
Okay, so basically, like, we had a brainstorming session, I think it was the last meeting, last month, and then we met again, we added to that, so, basically what came out of last month's meeting was, 6 points. The first one is provide updates on organizations that work with youth and the arts within the CB district, that work in schools, provide after-school programs, provide discounts for youth to their performances or events. Number 2, assess needed areas of development in the arts for youth, such as schools within the district that could benefit from arts education / programs, organizations that need assistance funding. 3, invite arts-based organizations that work with youth within the district to come in and present in committee. And make sure to ask all presenting organizations if they have youth-related programs. 4, help identify grants for youth arts organizations and disseminate that information. 5, disseminate information on opportunities for youth artists within the district in committees such as youth art shows, scholarships, programs, etc. And 6, possibility of youth fair idea with health and youth committee, how art plays an important role for youth development. So we added a 7th one tonight. And that 7th one is create a spreadsheet of all arts organizations within the district that work with youth in any capacity. So we can just have like either an Excel sheet or a Google I'm sorry, with the Google Sheets, right?
Yes.
Google Sheets, to be determined which one, but just so that we can keep track of like organizations that, you know, work in schools or have discounted programs or comp tickets for youth, and, you know, anything that kind of touches upon youth in any capacity, so we can keep track of that information. Do you want to add anything to that, Tina?
No, I think you covered it all. And one of the things that we have a wonderful young person on the subcommittee. And one of the things we need to do is send out Instagram.
Yeah, any like Instagram stories or posts relating to programs that the youth can use and any like tickets and such.
Thank you. All right, last but not least, no, excuse me, there's two more. West Harlem Film Advocate.
Well, I think this will be the first report from that. Sorry, let me stop sharing. I just want to put that up so people can see when they're, where they are on the agenda, if they don't have one. It's not going to be that name, I don't think, but I think we just put that there as a placeholder. We did have a film and TV subcommittee, and it was headed up by Ilana Mercado. She was not able to move forward with it. And actually, nobody was able to do it as an actual committee. So what I proposed and what was actually accepted was that we make it a subcommittee here on the Arts and Culture Committee. And I am heading that up, but happy to have any help of anybody who's interested in that. Unfortunately, the original art film subcommittee came out of frustration because I think there was some situations with parking. But isn't that true, Ilana? Some parking situation where they were taking up a lot of.
Was actually, so the committee, it was the late April Tyler, who was the one of the co-chairs from housing. It was her idea to start this committee because we were getting a lot of complaints of quality of life issues from film crews. Like sometimes they would be every weekend they'd be filming, and there was a lot of quality of life issues, noise, lights, and parking. And so we kind of wanted to be a voice for the community, but also form relationships with the film crews that are filming in the area, you know, to see how they could donate money. You know, a lot of times they can donate money to nonprofits, to block associations, and if you just ask. And so we were kind of serving as a bridge to, you know, kind of balance everything out between our quality of life concerns, but also, you know, opportunities, exactly.
And so, yeah, so that's how it started out. And I, especially as a performing artist, felt like there was a lot of money left on the table with that sort of approach. If we're going to do something film and TV, especially and you know, no offense to you, Ilana, I know you were doing what came up, but again, the relationships and as many artists as there are in this community, I am really hoping to, in addition to what was already being done, to see if we can advocate for some work, or at least finding out where the work is for artists in this community. And I think one of the things that's already was talked about was perhaps finding out about locations and that sort of thing, and seeing how we can perhaps get a list of you know, locations and that sort of thing, so that we can sort of spread the wealth around in the community and get as many artists and organizations working with these productions as possible.
So we we did, sorry to interrupt you, but we had a good relationship with the mayor's office for, film and, media, and media and entertainment. There was a liaison that we had, come to one of our meetings. I'm not sure if he's still there, while we were still meeting as a subcommittee, as a task force. But yes, you can find that information out from that office. And, I suggest we'll reconnoiter and I can give you that information at the next meeting or, offline rather.
If you could just
Yeah,
email it.
Yeah, we will meet offline and I'll get all the information from you. And I look forward to, gaining whatever knowledge and wisdom that you have gathered.
Thank you so
as
much
you've been doing it so far.
for taking this over.
So, yeah, because nobody just seemed to have time and it's another meeting. So I felt like we could just bring it here. We still are going to be collaborating with the other pertinent committees, which would be economic development. Who else? Specifically economic development, I guess. And so that's what's going on. So if you have any concerns or any ideas, or if you would like to help in that subcommittee at all, anyone, that is not just people on the committee, but anyone from the public, we are a public work, this is what we are here for. I would appreciate any input. Thank you.
Carlton, art therapy?
Yeah, still in June. I have a therapist coming.
In June?
That's what you said. So you have,
Oh, they will talk after it. Absolutely. Okay. Community updates, Martin Collins.
Good evening, everyone. Martin Collins, the Uptown Art Stroll Coordinator at the Northern Manhattan Arts Alliance. We want to let you know about these events that are coming up, and some of them are later this week, including First Thursdays, which is a monthly workshop and networking series hosted by NOMA. You can join our artist, Ruthie Valdez, for an insightful workshop focused on using social media to grow your art career. That's this Thursday, February 6th from 6 to 8 p.m. at NOMA. That's 4140 Broadway and West 176th Street. You can RSVP for the event Thursday at 6 on our website, which is nomaanyc.org. We have 3 calls for art for artists in Upper Manhattan. First is the 16th anniversary of Women in the Heights. And in celebration of Women's History Month, NOMA invites artists to submit artwork that explores the many aspects and the subject of hair. And the deadline is this Wednesday, February 5th. I reported on this previously at the December and January meetings. This is just a reminder. The deadline is February 5th for Women in the Heights. The 23rd Uptown Art Stroll Poster Contest. It is open through March 16th for artists that reside or work from West 125th to West 220th Street. And you can be the emblem of this iconic month-long celebration that goes from 125th to 220th Street in Washington Heights, Inwood, and West Harlem. Grand prize winner will receive $2,000, second prize winner $1,000, and third prize $500. As Daria mentioned earlier, the Hispanic Society Museum and NOMA are pleased to request submissions for the 2025 Art on the Audubon Terrace exhibition. Local artists are invited to submit proposals and designs for an original outdoor art installation to be exhibited this summer at the Hispanic Society Museum and Library that will be up through Hispanic Heritage Month. There's a $10,000 honorarium to the winning artist of that call for art. Then we'll have a Zoom info session tomorrow. You can see our website for further information. The submission deadline is February 26th. And information for all of those calls, again, is at our website, nomanyc.org. We have an online calendar which lists all of the visual and performing arts events that take place at any time in Upper Manhattan. And you can put your events and exhibitions and open studios in for our online calendar. We'll promote them in our weekly newsletter, which is free, and of course, in our social media handles. And the Uptown Art Stroll printed guide, we print and distribute 5,000 copies of the Uptown Art Stroll printed guide. The deadline to appear in the printed guide this year is May 1st. Everything that we receive, including those that come in after May 1st, will be in our online calendar. Finally, NOMA's studios. We have 4 studios here at 4140 Broadway and West 176th Street for artists, arts organizations to use. And we've opened that up now for a flexible hourly rental opportunity for local organizations and community members for non-art uses, including yoga, Reiki, martial arts, business meetings, workshops, and more. You can send an email to studios@nomanyc.org. That's studios@nomanyc.org for more information on our NOMA Beyond Art Hours. will place my information and that report in its entirety in the chat. That's my report. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Martin.
And Kim?
Hi, so my colleague Claudia Guzman, who is the, excuse me, HSA's event rental manager, wanted to be here, but she couldn't because she has another event that she's managing tonight, so she asked me to, oh, it's up there.
I got you.
Thank you so much. So she asked me to just present on her behalf. And as you could see before, I was actually trying to present from my phone, which I've never done before. And doing new technology on the fly in front of people really stresses me out. So thank you, Daria. Appreciate it. So anyway, we just wanted to, she wanted me to pass along that we have a plethora of spaces at HSA that we do offer up for rental. They include, you know, Dorothy Maynard Hall, which is our main performance space. We have a garden courtyard, we have a black box theater, we have a cafe, multi-purpose studios, and dance studios as well. So a lot of people, you know, rent our spaces for performances, receptions, conferences, and community gatherings, private celebrations. But I think I did the thing. Sorry. But we also, you know, we have spaces for rehearsals, for instance, for dance, because we have a strong floor on 3 of our studios. So dance companies often come and use our spaces, but we do offer nonprofit discounts and pretty affordable. So Claudia's email is at the bottom, rentals@hsa.org, and that's her phone number. If anyone is interested and needs space, please do reach out to her. And she'll talk to you about this case. And I know I don't have enough to fill up 3 minutes, and I didn't know whether I was allowed to speak about educational stuff or is this?
If there's more, if there's 3 minutes, you can keep going.
Oh, thanks. Well, I didn't bring flyers for the other stuff because I wasn't sure if I'd be able to present.
I'm just going to interrupt you for a
Yeah.
minute. This information, along with another flyer regarding HSA rentals, was disseminated today by the Arts and Culture Dissemination.
I have a hard copy.
Yes, thank you. And so we have plenty of opportunity to rent space.
Thank you. And so I didn't bring flyers, but we have our summer camp coming up. Registration opens, actually it opened today, so we are now live. We're opening up registration a lot earlier than we have in the past. Our summer camp goes from July 1st through August 15th, and it is full day events, fun for kids. It's for ages 6 through 12. In addition to that, we have a Celebration of Blackness event coming up on the 15th of this month. And that's going to be a multidisciplinary performance honoring Black artists throughout the generations who have impacted our, you know, the arts in all the 5 disciplines. It's going to be followed by a reception during which we'll have a panel discussion moderated by an NBC co-executive producer, Gloria Harrison Hall. She's going to be interviewing our department chairs. We're also going to have a sort of private art gallery, which is going to feature our student artwork for sale. All the proceeds will go to them, and it's a great opportunity for them to sort of like get their marketing skills out there and talk the talk of the artists. And we're really excited for them to be in that space, promoting their artwork. And then we're also going to have a raffle. So the raffle is going to feature local Black-owned businesses. They're donating raffle items. The proceeds will go to support HSA programming, but we will also, of course, promote all of the businesses in our assets. So-
Thank you. As part of the Arts Dissemination Committee, would please send all types of communications such as what you just mentioned as soft copies to Walter Alexander and myself. My email address is on the, both of our email addresses are on the agenda. So, great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Are
If
there any questions?
anybody, yeah, if anybody online wants this, please screenshot the information because I'm getting ready to take it down. Okay, thank you.
Okay, now it's time for presentations. Our first presentation will be from Harlem Media Group, Janet Casato.
Hi, everyone. I'm actually not a part of Harlem Media Group. I'm not quite sure who's supposed to present for that, but I'm a part of Notes in Motion Dance Theater.
Okay, sorry.
Harlem Media Group here?
Motion
No
dance.
Is Harlem Media Group here, though? That must not be. Okay.
We'll
Okay.
happily present now if you want us to.
I would love to.
Okay, fantastic. I can share my screen?
Surely.
Okay, so I'm Amanda Selwyn, the Executive Artistic Director of Notes in Motion Dance Theater, and you just met Janet, our Program Development Associate. I'm just gonna share my screen. Sorry to see my emails. Okay, that's headshots. Okay, here we go. And presents. All right, so just to give you a little sense of who we are, we're Amanda Selwyn Dance Notes in Motion Dance Theater. We've been providing dance education throughout the 5 boroughs of New York City since 2000, which are in our 25th anniversary year. And we are a vendor of the Department of Education. So we work all over the city, 3K through 12th graders. Our programs traverse every style of dance. We're doing programs in ballet, modern, jazz, tap, hip hop, Latin, African dance, folk dance, Indian dance, yoga, you name it. All of our programs are grounded in the blueprint for teaching and learning in the arts. We're really focused on combining technical dance instruction with creative instruction. So in all the schools, in all the programs we offer, we're always about empowering the young people we work with to be leaders in the classroom, giving them opportunities for their own creativity, their own improvisation and dance making. We're going to talk a little bit specifically about what we're doing in Harlem, but what we've been doing in Harlem are in-school programs, which happen during the school day. In addition to those, we also do after-school programs and community events. We're actually doing a lot of multicultural assemblies this year, doing a whole bunch of Black History Month events coming up in the next few weeks, and we do family fitness events. We also bring our professional modern dance company, Amanda Selwyn Dance Theater, into the schools to perform in the schools. For us, partnership is all about inclusive learning, providing resources for teachers and parents, fostering self-discovery, supporting the greater community, and serving them as many students as possible. So we're really looking to create ongoing engagements with the schools that we partner with. So it's not just a one-off moment. We want to think about what we can do one year and how we can build on that from year to year. So in West Harlem, we are working with the Urban Assembly School for the Performing Arts. This is our 8th year working with that school. Here's some photos from last year's performance that we did at the school. We've been doing a program from 9th through 12th graders for dance majors and bringing in one of our teaching artists to develop a whole series of choreographies with the students. And we're actually going to share just a quick little video from what we did last year with some of the students to share.
Is there sound?
Oh, do you not hear the sound?
No.
You might have to, when you go to share your screen, there's like an option that says share with sound, perhaps.
Okay, I don't know how to do that, share the sound, obviously, but there,
See the
it's to hit
dance.
the
We do
road,
see the
Jack.
dance. Oh, good. It's very, it's great.
But you can
Yeah,
see how
pretty
great the choreography is and how wonderfully engaged all the
Right.
students are. But we'll send this video afterward and share it out. So this was
Okay.
one of, this way I can narrate, this is one of many of the different choreographies we did with the students, and they perform it at the end of the year, and really talented dancers at the school.
What school is this?
This is Urban Assembly for the Performing Arts in West Harlem.
Where's it located?
Okay.
Amanda, where's it located? Where's the school located?
You know, actually, they just changed locations because they were, they've merged with another school, so they just changed their site. They were on like a, I don't know the address off the top of my head, but I'll have to let you know. Because they just moved to a new building. But, okay, so I will go on just to share some more information. Sorry about the audio. But you can all hear me okay. It just, I guess, just doesn't play from the computer.
Fine. Yeah.
But just to give you a little bit more snapshot of the organization, we really are committed to arts education being for everyone. As Michelle Obama says so beautifully, it's not a luxury, it's a necessity. So we go into schools and we find the gaps in how we work with the principals and the school leaders to find funding. This program, we're so grateful to have the funding to be able to bring this program multiple years in a row. And we're really looking to expand more of our footprint in Harlem and all over the city. But you can see that we work in a good amount of schools in Manhattan, in the Bronx, in Brooklyn and Queens. Last year, we did 34 community and family events, and we actually did 120 dance programs last year. 71% of the students we serve are economically disadvantaged. So these are families that might not have opportunities to have dance education otherwise. And we really think going into the communities we serve are having a huge impact. Something I just wanted to share to this committee, because we have been coming on every year because we've been working with this program at Urban Assembly for many years, is we just opened our very own dance studio. It is not in West Harlem, but it is in Manhattan, and we wanted to let you all know so that it's a resource that perhaps we can build some more partnerships with other organizations that are working in Harlem. We're located in Tribeca, 412 Broadway on the second floor, and this is a photograph of the space. It is a 85-foot long dance studio. And we also have a community space, which is where I am sitting right now in our front space. So we're going to be hosting rehearsals and performances and events, workshops. We're going to be partnering with our schools, bringing school programs into the space. We also have our for the first time in 25 years as an organization, our own office. So we're really just hoping to deepen our partnerships because we now have our own space as well. And this is just little taste of all the different works we do all over the city with our programs. So thanks for letting me share. I'm going to stop the share. If there's any questions about the program, just to give you a quick update. So we just started this year's program. It's starting this week. So it's going to be going from now until the end of the school year. The program that we're doing with our teaching artist, Rohan Bhargava, and we're working with 9th through 12th graders, and we're going to have lots of photo and video of the dances they're creating. They're going to be performing it in May and June.
Thank you. And the opportunity to perform is at the end of the school year?
Yeah, it's at the
Is
end of the
there one
school year. They do a
opportunity?
big performance for the greater community. Yeah, so it is a ticketed event that the school does. They invite families and they bring everyone in. But we sometimes also do an open class share towards the end of the year. So we'll definitely let the committee know when those dates come up.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Chuck, you have a question? Cheick, I may not be pronouncing your name correctly. You have your hand up?
Yeah, I think the cursor, it's the mouse, I think it's the mouse, but looking at the way you guys hands up.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Any other questions?
I just wanted to say really quickly, congratulations on 25 years, first of all. And secondly, thank you so much for the offer of the space, because that's a thing that since I've been on the Arts and Culture Committee, we're always talking about the lack of space for artists in West Harlem, and we're always looking for spaces. And today we have HSA, Harlem School of the Arts and NOMA both, and then you offering space. So this is, it's like Christmas. And even though, even though your space is downtown, we are better together. This is, it is one city. We are West Harlem. It is our charge to take care of West Harlem, but West Harlem artists are allowed to go south of 110th Street. So, especially for resources, and the mixing and mingling and working is an amazing thing. So thank you for that.
Yes, we hope to continue building our relationships in West Harlem. And like you said, I love the idea of let's find more ways to bridge communities across the city.
That's right. Thank you.
Thank you.
It would be great, especially for Amanda, for the youth committee, if we are able to get a database of young folks in West Harlem, if they would have an opportunity to see the dance events.
Yeah, like to come to the performance at the high school at Urban Assembly.
Yeah.
I think that would be wonderful. I will talk to the dance faculty there and the leadership at the school. And because I think the idea of having the high school students be mentors for other younger students in the area is a wonderful idea, especially those who might be interested in applying to a performing arts high school, thinking about reaching out to middle schoolers, and doing different types of sharing. So I think that's a wonderful idea. So I will talk with that would really come from the school, not from our organization. But I think in partnership, it's something I can encourage them to do because I love that idea.
Is it during school day?
Typically the performances happen in the evenings when they perform after school. Yeah, so parents can attend. But I think there's also possibility for field trips and different opportunities to bring schools in that, I love the idea of bridging, bringing other school groups to come to see what they're doing. Because what they're doing is substantial, as you can see, they really are quite skilled in the art of dance. They are, these students are working really hard at their craft, and it'd be wonderful to share it out with younger students.
What an opportunity to see someone a little older actually doing something, and you'll look professional. It was quite well done.
Yeah, they're quite something. Yeah, I love that idea. We will definitely talk to the leadership of the school about that and see if there's any opportunity. And if there's any way Notes in Motion, for us, we're always looking to deepen our relationship with other schools in the area. So that might be a wonderful way also for us to identify if there's other schools looking for arts partnerships that Notes in Motion might be able to provide. So it might be a way of bringing that together.
And later in the meeting under old business, we're going to be talking about a project that I'm doing that's to bridge, to try and bring everybody together. So stay tuned.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Long meeting, so I guess we better.
Okay, Morningside Players.
Is there a place to stand, or let me just hear the voice? There isn't a good camera in the owl.
Whatever.
All right, very good. Hello again, I'm Susanna Fraser. Always do this one. Doesn't really matter. Again, from Morningside Theater Company, and I'm delighted to be here. Thank you, Tina and Daria. We'd like to show a video show of our work, but first I'd like to say we are always interested in engaging the vast talent we have here. Auditions for our productions are posted on Actors Access, label.com, and Backstage, or just write us anytime for an interview, audition at morningsideplayers@gmail.com. I know this was a question before. How does one get into this theater company? Is quite accessible in that way. We also we've always crave volunteers Backstage, but we also have a young intern policy, and there's even a bit of a stipend. So we've had some young student interns, and it's a lot of fun. As you know, the theater and all arts are a lot of fun. So it's a great opportunity. I will turn it over to Eric Narberg, who's our wizard. And I also just want to quickly thank Tom Miller and Bridget Lester for wonderful, fabulous work on this project of outreach.
Hi, everybody. I'm Eric Narberg. As I said, I'm consulting with Morningside Players Theater Company. And so basically, Morningside Theater wants to learn more about what brings folks to the theater. So they're doing a very brief questionnaire. It only takes 2 to 3 minutes to complete. And basically ask questions about the timing of performances that might work better in terms of folks' availability, Whether, evenings on Tuesdays or Sunday nights work better than the traditional Thursday, Friday, Saturday night performances. Also ask questions about preferences in terms of comedies or dramas or other sorts of musical events. And other incentives that might make it easier or more enjoyable, both for folks who have been before to attend more performances and for folks who haven't yet discovered the company to come to a future performance. So again, it's a very brief questionnaire, and I'm going to share in the chat a link to the survey as well as to their website and to the email address that Susanna just mentioned before. And we're also going to show a brief video now that shows some images from past productions and some other information about the company. And includes with a flyer about their upcoming event, a cabaret on February 15th, and then a QR code as well to access the survey.
And I just want to say, look for Tina and her husband Donald. Looks so cute.
Question, yeah. What is the age group of the you said you had a student intern?
Well, usually they're like 18 or so. Or not, yeah. Should be.
When you share, there should be a button that says share sound. Yeah, so if you try unsharing, because usually that's the issue that people run into. And then reshare, and then before you click everything, there should
I
be
see, I
boxes
found
at the
it.
bottom.
I found it, thank you.
No, of course.
That's just the very things. Thank you. Stumbled.
Tina.
Yeah, nice. Nice.
All these is
Dog came in. That's the double right now. And he said, in case there's any confusion, this is the wonderful survey also, if you want to do it from that. We have slightly changed our names. That was part of what I was going to say. We're now an over umbrella name of Morningside Theater Company. You can still call us the Players, as many do, but it was a little confusing and let's face it, a little old fashioned. And we also are now have theater, musical events and dance and new playwrights. So we decided to have this umbrella name of Morningside Theater Company. Thank you, Eric.
Is there anything else you want to say about the
Just that we do two big plays a year. Then we have a lot of events, Black History Month, Women's History Month, LaSalle Open Street. We now have a monthly new play reading with actors every month. Yeah, but any questions from other people? Yes.
Can we send out descriptions of the openings for plays?
You mean send it out to TV9 besides?
Right,
Sure,
so
we
that-
could,
that-
and
that- there's local
descriptions of
artists.
the characters, sure we
Right.
could, yeah. Let's do it. For auditions, yeah. I mean, we have sites they can go to, but this, they get it right away.
They get, yeah. And it'll be tailored towards our community as
Yes.
well.
and so this is the flyer for the event on the 5th.
But you're all invited to, free admission, drop by, hour of jazz and wine and fun stuff to eat and talk.
Susanna and Eric, thank you very much. I'm so sorry. We have a really, really long agenda
Sure, no,
tonight.
we're
and we have to
basically
finish
done. Sure.
before
Thank you. And
8:30,
now,
so.
are there any questions? All right, now we have the Youth Justice Network. Messiah? Are you here?
I don't think Messiah's here.
Okay. USA Mali Charitable Association, UMACA. Tidani? Are you here?
Yeah, I think it's
Oh.
in.
Could you repeat that, please?
I see his name. My name is Hamadi. I also work with Tijani.
Okay, did you do your presentation today?
Yes. I don't have a PowerPoint presentation, but I just want to talk a little bit about USA Mali Charitable Association.
Great.
We are an organization that's promoting the Mandenko culture in West Harlem. We've been doing so since 2007. And about 8 years ago, we start working with PS 125, where we teach Mandenko dance. So Mandenko, if you look at the Mandenko culture, is about 8 countries. So Mali, Senegal, Burkina Faso, Sierra Leone, Guinea. So we're trying to use this dance and art and storytelling as a part of integrating the African second generation that are born here and the American, to make sure that we kind of bridge and then integrate the culture. So we kind of understand what the Mandenko culture is all about. So as I say, UMACA has been around since 2007, and we started 8 years ago doing after school in PS 122. So it was dance and storytelling in about 8 years ago. But a couple years now, they ask us to do in school. So during we present, we do 2 classes during the school time, during school hours. So, and it's being a big ask because students really like it. It's been a good turnout. We have 30, 40 students per class, and they're enjoying the tam-tam. It's usually the tam-tam dance and the balafon and the djembe, and students really love it. And we are now trying also to expand because other school, we used to have also a relation with PS4, but due to a lack of funding, we had to scale back a little bit. But it's really in demand. So at the end of the school year, what we do, we organize a big gala so everyone in Harlem can actually come and see what these kids have been doing throughout the year, and to understand a little more about the Mandengo culture, and to make sure that we bring the communities together. And that's what we've been doing for the past 8 years.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you spell, are you saying Mandingo, spell?
Mandingo, yeah, it's Mandingo, Mandingo.
Oh, Mandingo.
So
Okay.
it's a part of, it
Yeah.
used to be the Malian Empire. That's now modern day. It's about 8 countries, including Mali, Senegal, Burkina Faso, Sierra Leone, Guinea. It goes all the way to Chad and then part of Ivory Coast. So it's
Got
a
it.
big
Thank you.
swap of West Africa.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You are very welcome.
And when is this, when is at the end of the school year where the presentation or the?
At the end of the school year, usually last week of May or first week of June, depending on how the school year pan, we do a big gala where parent and student alike can come and see what the school student have been learning throughout the year.
Is it open to the public?
It is open to the public. It's at PS 125, which is on 123rd between Morningside and Amsterdam Street.
If you could send, is there any type of soft notification regarding this? Do you have a
We can
flyer?
actually, we can actually push, if I get your emails, I could send you the flyer. We usually print the flyers usually in March, April, so we can send you the flyers.
Okay, unfortunately, I think I can I'm just gonna add my email
Mm-hmm.
to the chat.
Mm-hmm.
And if you could just send us a soft copy.
Sure.
And that's for everyone. If you have,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
if you have any type of information that you want to disseminate to the community, we have close
Yes.
to 200 organizations and individuals in West Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
And if you put your information in, you'll be a recipient as well.
That would be nice.
Thank you very much. Does anyone have any questions?
We're over time when we have to be out by 8:30. We have to go on.
Which one fine? Stage Aurora? I'm sorry?
Tina, your email is wrong.
Ooh, I'm sorry, it's 1L. That's my mistake. But while
Oh, okay.
Stage
All right,
Aurora
1L.
can start.
Hi,
Okay.
I'm
Yes.
Ramel
Harlem
Rayo
Art-
here.
West Harlem Art Fund. Sorry, Romel.
No, no
Sorry,
problem.
We are not here.
Well,
Stage
Jazz
Aurora,
Power,
please.
right, Jazz Power Initiative. I don't know how these got kind of on top of each other, but Jazz Power Initiative is there as well. Is Jazz Power
Okay.
Initiative there?
Who do you want to go to?
I'm looking on E. There's 2 different organizations under E. There's West Harlem Art Fund and also Jazz Power Initiative. And so
That's not what I have. Can I just read off of my list? Stage Aurora. Is someone from Stage Aurora here?
Yes, I'm here from Stage Aurora. My name's Ramel Rayo. I'm an artistic associate of Stage Aurora.
Great, thank you.
Basically giving an update of what's been new with Stage Aurora since the last time we had the privilege of speaking before you. Since last time we were mainly doing what presentations we had and stuff were at St. James Presbyterian Church on West 141st Street. Now we have done 2 things at Columbia, their new facility that they have up on 125th Street on the northwest corner. It's the Forum at Columbia, and we've done 2 readings there. One was on the 2nd floor in the foyer where they also have a theater and stuff. And then we did, that reading was called A Virtuous Woman, which is something that Darrell Hall, the founder of Stage Aurora, is writing. It's a work in progress. And it's basically telling stories of women from the Bible, showing their strengths and how they have been able to, bring us to where we are today, and how women really are the backbone of everything we do. Also, we did another reading, which is the piece that I wrote called Sinner Man, which was inspired by Benny Andrews. Pardon me?
Zimmerman?
Thinner.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thinner Man. It is inspired by a portrait that wonderful artist Benny Andrews had painted. And it came from a relationship that Stage Aurora, New York, is new. It's 3 years old now. He was licensed to have that here and since 2021. But he originally founded Stage Aurora down in Jacksonville, and this one started because of a relationship with their Museum of Modern Art. They were actually having an exhibit of Benny Andrews' works and wanted to do something with the theater community. And so I got with them and found that picture, that portrait is what inspired me. And so I wrote a one act with music. And it's basically, Center Man is basically every man, every person. And the anguish and things that we go through. And I use acapella singing also to as a form of expression with it. And it takes us through several vignettes of different people and their situations in life and the sins that they commit and how we are able to atone for our sins and all of that. So it was a fun thing. We did that one actually on January 6th. At the forum, but we did it at the Atrium, which is a wonderful space they have there on the ground floor. It's a wonderful facility there. I was very surprised. The Atrium on the first floor, and like I said, the foyer that's on the second floor, and they have a theater up there now that they can do screenings and things like that. So it's been a wonderful opportunity in our pursuit of doing more and more theater things here in West Harlem. Like I said, we had been at St. James, but now we also have the Columbia University on the thing as well. I don't have any real presentation for you, sorry to say, but this was a last minute thing for me to be here. So I have to apologize for not having any great video or anything like that. Pardon me?
Thanks for the information. Is there anything up and coming?
Not anything with a specific date, no.
Okay.
But we have we still have other works in progress, and we're pushing now for, Daryl has written a one-man show, Dinner with Booker T, which is based on a reality thing that happened with when Booker T. Washington had dinner at the White House with Teddy Roosevelt. And it started off as an actual group, cast thing, and then he's now turned it into a one-man show. And he's pushing for that to be able to be done here as a live performance thing, one-man show. But I don't have a date for you, sorry.
Thank you. But when it does, we are waiting with bated breath.
Oh, I'm waiting with bated breath as well. I have the fortune of seeing it and stuff, and it's an absolutely wonderful, wonderful show. I'm really looking forward to being able to have him presented here.
Well, thank you very much. Does anybody have any questions? All right, Randy Hayward. Sisters in, could you pronounce Cherie?
Hi, everybody.
What's the correct pronunciation?
Hi, Sisters in Sharqi. Sharqi is an Arabic word. It just means dance. Hi, everybody. Brandy Hayward. I'm the executive director of Sisters in Sharqi. It means dance. We use the Arabic word because we are a belly dancers of color organization. We use belly dance, and I say the word use on purpose for both health and artistic means. Belly dance is very good for issues that a lot of urban women do suffer with, such as fibroid tumors, depression, overweight, high blood pressure, etc. And it's a very useful tool for ailments like that. But we also put on beautiful shows throughout New York City. One of our well, I'll call it the feather in our cap is Harlem Hafla Belly Dance with Soul. We've done it at Harlem School of the Arts. We've done it at the Dwyer. We do it at Riverbank State Park the last 3 years we have, and we have an application in to do it this year again. We're lucky enough to have one of our grants is from West Harlem Development Corporation. But Harlem Hafla is a day where the public can come and take open level Middle Eastern / North African dance classes with us, also known as belly dance. And yes, men and women may participate, and it's open level. So we do want people to come in who have everywhere from no experience to lots of experience, because it's really a community event where we come in, we laugh, we dance, we gain skills, and we have a good time. And at night, some of the best, we gather some of the best dancers in the country to put on a show called Harlem Hafla Belly Dance with Soul. And that is a ticketed event, but if anyone wants to contact me who who does not have the means for a ticket, you can either work with us that day, volunteer with us, or you can just come. Just contact me well in advance and I'll work it out for you. Let me see if I can do a little screen sharing. I'm not going to do the video, but we do have pictures. I will share with you www.harlemhafla.com. It's HAFLA. That's the second word. So www.harlemhafla.com. Hafla in Arabic means gathering where there's dance and music. And I'll see if I can share a bit of the screen from our last Harlem Hafla. Harlem Hafla this year, this is very important, so glad I just remembered, is going to be June 28th, Saturday, June 28th. The daytime classes start at 10 a.m. and the evening performances start at 7 p.m. And we hope to see you there. So let me just share a little bit of my screen. It's a little on the slow side. Let's see if we can get it to pull up. Okay, where are you? Let me see. It's showing basic. What does that mean? Let me take this away. You know, I have a lot of windows and it's only showing 4. I don't know why. Should I go to advanced? I'll try the advanced tab. No, I'll go back to basic.
Brandon, while you're doing that, do you have a soft copy of the dates and times of the classes?
Well, you know what? We don't have the flyer yet. We have to be approved by Riverbank. They just sent out the applications. We know that we're going to get it again, but we have to go through a certain process. I'm having trouble sharing the screen. I don't know why. It's only showing 4 tabs.
And I don't know if, other than that, I have no other way to help you.
Okay, let me go to files. No, advanced. No, I'll do basic again. Screen. Let's see if
All
that.
right, Brandon, and we'll try it another time then, okay?
Okay, that's fine. Okay, sorry about that then.
All right, does anybody have any questions? All right, Sugar. I'm sorry, doing art together with Rebecca Mason.
Hi, guys. I'm Rebecca. I had every intention of being in person with you this evening, but I got terribly lost on the street. So I apologize for my really strange location, but I appreciate that there's so many theater makers in the meeting this evening who can appreciate the art of improvising. Doing Art Together is an arts education organization. Our offices are at West 127th Street in Harlem, and we provide art education to Title I public schools in all 5 boroughs of Manhattan. We've been doing this for over 40 years now. I'm very new to the group. I'm their new administrative assistant, but our co-founder, Electra Askatopoulos-Friedman, founded this group out of the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and has, like I said, been running this for over 40 years. I wanted to take a shot at sharing my screen, even though I'm doing this from a phone, but you know, for sake of time, I'm not going to bother. I just looked at it and I decided not to bother. What I wanted to highlight in my presentation was our activity. Like I said, we've operated in all 5 boroughs of Manhattan at Title I public schools. This semester, we're currently working with 21 different schools, 5 of those being in the borough of Harlem. And next semester, we'll be expanding to 25 schools. We have a very small but very mighty core of teaching artists, many of whom identify as BIPOC. And that's very important to us because we want to meet our students where they are. We have multilingual instructors for multilingual learners. We want to break down any and all barriers to art education that we find, and that is most heavily seen in the funding to public schools. So the schools that we operate at have no budget for arts education, and we come in as their primary resource for arts education. And just to sum up what we're doing this year, we're focusing our programming this year on STEAM education. Many of you may already be familiar with STEM, which stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. STEAM adds arts into that acronym. And we find that STEAM instruction in the arts not only provides an outlet for creativity, but provides different modes of creative thinking as well for our students. And we've seen proven out of our classes that after our programming, our students are more engaged in their regular classroom activities. They speak up more, they have more confidence, and whether they choose to take what they've learned with us and pursue art or not, that's not really the point of what we do. We want to enrich the lives of these students with art education. So that's, in a nutshell, that is doing art together.
Thank you. Are there any questions?
I think that falls in line with what the youth subcommittee. So I'm just like taking notes on all the organizations tonight that are presenting that work with youth in any capacity. But would you be interested in working with us on that subcommittee going forward?
I'd love to be in contact with you about it, certainly.
Great.
Rebecca, you did put your contact information in the chat?
Yes, I checked in.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, Sugar Hill Children's Museum.
Yes, hi, I'm Chris Joya, I'm the museum's operations manager. I'm here in person, but I'm gonna try to share my own screen. Comparing your screen to the picture. Sure. I have a 2-minute video that I wanted to share, but it is sort of spinning. Yes. Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, look, there it is.
All right. So, I am the museum's operations manager. I'm responsible for the visitor experience and our school tour program. Sorry, it's so tiny. It's tiny. Yeah. But so I want to
Turn your phone to the side. Turn your phone, turn your phone to the side.
Yeah.
See if
no,
it changes the orientation.
It's not reorienting, unfortunately. But we do welcome Title I schools every week to our school visit programs, as well as to our Friday storytelling event. So I'm just going to play the video again. In that image, you can see a little bit of students in the galleries where we do art exploration, where we introduce them to community artists that are on view. Here we have our Friday mornings performances, and you can see we had Grammy Award-winning artist Fuchs performing, as well as bilingual performance with Teatro Sea. We also do monthly artist workshops. On the right there, you can see one of our exhibiting artists, Song Ming An, who is leading an art workshop with families. These are all programs that are free with admission. There's never really a charge for any of our programs, and a lot of programs are completely free if we have underwriting and support, which we often do. So we do programs in the summer, sometimes outdoors in our courtyard. We have other artists that will join us to do printmaking workshops and different themes for different times of the year. We just had a Lunar New Year project this past weekend, and we're doing Black History Month. Salsa performers. In the fall, we had a dress-up day and screening of The Wiz. that was a really great celebration all day. And that was in conjunction with our exhibiting artists for the fall. We also worked with Five Boroughs Music Festival to bring Evala String Quartet. And on the right there, you can see April Armstrong and her jazzy friends, and they'll be back at the museum this February 15th for a Black History Month celebration that's honoring the legacy of Faith Ringgold. I wanted to also mention, because I know that I forget your name, sir, but you're opening a bookstore, but we do a monthly, we try to do monthly, bi-monthly author appearance with local authors. We just had one at the end of January with the author Zenda Walker, who has a series of books called Know Your Heritage. Rob, yes. Yeah. Great. Yeah, so we're always looking for partners in the community to do author appearances and book sales and collaborate in that way. And we're always collaborating and happy to collaborate with our community partners such as NOMA. We're thankful for West Harlem West Harlem Development Corporation for its support. And of course, you can follow us. I put our information, follow us on Instagram at sugarhillmuseum.org or visit our website, at Sugar Hill Museum is the handle for Instagram, and sugarhillmuseum.org is our website where you can see all the programs that are coming up. And for the adults that have joined, that are here tonight, we have an opening reception on March 5th for our new exhibition, which is usually a great event for everyone to participate in. So I look forward to working with you all and being a part of the youth committee. I think it'll be a great opportunity for us to collaborate.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Chris. Are there any?
Sugar Hill Museum is on 155th and St. Nicholas. We are a program of Broadway Housing Communities, which is a housing organization that's been working in West Harlem since the 80s to provide supportive housing and transitional housing for homeless. And we also have preschool and other daycare and youth children, early childhood education programs. So again, a lot of cross pollination that can happen here with the members of who have participated tonight.
That's great. Chris, and what is the criteria for enrollment into the programs?
For school visits, we offer a program to Title I schools. They have really minimal costs, but we have programs for 3 and up, basically. So we can have daycare visits, which we often do, and also preschool and kindergarten, but also up to 3rd grade. We kind of focus mainly on early childhood education. So really, otherwise, though, we've had visits from teen groups. We had Jazz Power students come to one of our weekend programs that included a jazz performance. So, and of course, College School of the Arts has participated, and their students have actually presented and played in the museum for the jazz band, as well as the dance troupe from Harlem School of the Arts. So, basically, we really are open to a broad range of youth. We can provide things to youth from 0 to teenage.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. When you have special events, could you send us a soft copy so we can disseminate it?
Absolutely, yes.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Any other
Really beautiful
questions?
Space as well. Yes. They have a really beautiful space as well.
Great.
Yes.
Thanks.
Thank you. All right, I don't think we have any new business. All right, old business, public art project, possibly with FSA and others doing murals on park, sidewalks, etc.
I believe we have one more presentation. Did Osaliki, did collectives for art, music, and dance?
Yeah, I was about to speak up on that.
Salik, I'm so sorry. You were on the agenda, but I left you off. So sorry.
Forget about me.
Take it away.
Okay, thank you so much. Am I able to share the screen?
Sure.
Okay, I am Osaliki Sepulveda, Executive and Creative Director for Collective for Arts, Music, and Dance. We are an arts and culture organization established with a primary emphasis on preventive services encompassing mental health, fostering healthy habits.
Also, could you speak a little louder? For some reason, your volume is very, very low.
How about now?
Oh, much better,
Much better. Thank you. Thank you. So Collective for Arts, Music, and Dance, it's an arts and culture organization that works primarily with arts and preventive services. We encompass mental health and fostering healthy habits, promoting physical wellness. Okay, so we focus on integrating culture and arts with holistic well-being initiatives by creating dance and drumming sessions for healing purposes. But we also have sessions for participants interested in learning how to dance and play Afro-Dominican drums. So we also have a performing dance group comprised by young people between the ages of 16 and 25. They train all year round in folk dance, drumming, and assembly to perform. So our cultural education program emphasizes in traditional music. We are DOE vendors as well. We work with about 7 schools so far. We also do collaborations with many organizations in the community. One of them, I'll mention a few. There's Centro Cívico Cultural Dominicano, Children's Arts Carnival, the Juan Pablo Duarte Foundation, and the Alianza Dominicana Cultural Center. This past 2024, we did a few events in West Harlem. I'd like to just show you a few things. This was the forum at Columbia University. We did an amazing folkloric percussion workshop where we had over 45 people just dancing and jamming with us. We also did this was our first folk music, health, and wellness community fair at the Montefiore Square. We also did a Centro Cívico Cultural Dominicano, a series of percussion drumming. Fifth Iris de Navidad, it's a holiday concert and artisan market that we do at the United Palace. This past year, we had over 2,000 people joining. It was a very good event. Our last event was this past Friday, January 31st. It was a beating rhythm of the Congos of Villamella. It's an Afro-Dominican music and brotherhood it's been alive for over 300 years old. And so our upcoming cultural activities. So we're doing a Palo Jam session in Healing at the Children's Arts Carnival this Friday, February 7th at 7 p.m. And in May, we are going to come back with our folk music, health and wellness fairs at the Montefiore on May 17th and also in June 21st. And for anyone interested, we're doing a drumming session at Juan Pablo Duarte's Foundation. But we also doing a dance session of Afro-Dominican and folkloric dances at the Children's Arts Carnival, that's 62 Hamilton Terrace on Tuesdays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. If anyone is interested, you can let us know. I'll drop my email on the chat and also my phone number. And I believe that's pretty much my presentation. I thank you so much for the opportunity though.
Thank you. Osaliki, is it possible that you could create a flyer with this information and we can send it out to our community members?
Yes, definitely. Once the flyers are out, I will share it with you.
Great. I put my name, Tina Lumley, and tlumley@hotmail.com, and Walter Alexander. His email address is xalex something Gmail is in the chat. So feel free to send, and please make sure that you put your information as you mentioned in the chat as well.
Okay.
Okay,
We'll do that.
is there
Thank
any
you.
other folks that need to present? All right. There's nothing under new business, old business. Public art project, possibly with HSA and others doing murals on park sidewalks, etc. It's more of a community discussion for possibilities of something to happen within the near future with the arts organizations.
Daria, did you wanna?
Daria, you're on mute, and this was your idea.
I just wasn't sure what you wanted to present.
Yes, and this is a discussion that came up a couple of months ago with Anne and some other stakeholders from the community regarding some art in public spaces, such as some of the basketball courts, like murals on the basketball courts and different places around the neighborhood. I know that Harlem School of the Arts, I know Ezekaway has been doing some things with the kids, and they've been doing murals all over Brooklyn. But when I heard that, I thought we should probably get this conversation back going, because we don't want all that good art from all our good Harlem artists.
Recording in progress.
Going somewhere. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to. My computer is now it's letting me on. Sorry about that. Too many things going on. Okay. We don't want all our good art being shipped out to another borough. And so we just wanted to get the conversation going, particularly with all the organizations that are here presenting as WHDC grantees. I know a lot of the organizations are youth related, and it doesn't have to just be a youth project, but we wanted to just expand the conversation about this. And I know you have some ideas. Why don't you fill us in on what you were thinking?
Yeah, thanks, Daria. Since we last spoke about this, because I don't know, maybe a couple months ago, right? We have actually partnered with so many organizations here in Harlem. You'd be happy to hear. And so just to backtrack a little bit, at HSA, we have a mural program that, as Daria said, by Ezekaway Providence, from our instructors. And it's a class that is devoted to working with kids, teaching them how to put their thoughts into large form artwork on, as we all know, a mural is. So we all know what a mural is, but really the main point of this murals class and bringing it into the community is that, it's a way to teach our kids how to express themselves about, on topics of, social justice, community work, just being in the community and giving back to the community. And so, this is something that we talked about in the education libraries meeting. And so many local organizations felt so strongly that they wanted Harlem youth beautifying public spaces in Harlem. Because better to do it than live here and, you know, have ownership of our neighborhoods. And so, Bargain Mall Association, for instance, I don't know, I didn't know this until I met them at one of these meetings, but the malls are those concrete strips in between, in the middle of Broadway. And I found that out just like a couple of months ago. But, they have since partnered with us to paint those, you know, 2-foot high walls in the middle of Broadway. Was Central Harlem Compost also is partnering with us. They're located on 139th Street, I want to say. And we're going to be painting this a very tall wall right in this composting yard, which is, you know, it's nothing, it's composting, and there's nothing beautiful about composting, but if you put public art in there, it suddenly becomes beautiful. And something that Broadway Mall Association was talking about with us was that when you make a public space beautiful, it gives the community a sense of ownership and really takes better care of the spaces that the art is in, because it's a sense of pride, you know, and so this is something that we really want to foster in the community. So that's the basis for this conversation.
Are you looking for additional spaces to create murals?
I mean, so to be completely honest, we actually have quite a full plate now since our last conversation, but we are always looking ahead. And so this is a program that we really do want to build out. You know, each mural, it can be between a weekend or 5 weekends, depending on how big the mural could be. What do you call it? The Brooklyn mural took several weekends because they had to go out there, and then it was just, oh, it's a huge mural, like, I don't know, I think it goes over 3 long walls inside a building, a rented building. Central Harlem composting, this is one wall, I'll probably think of that. But yeah, so like I said, we're always looking to build out the program. We're looking to expand our partnerships and just really be entrenched in the community through beautifying it. So yeah, we're open.
Sorry, it's Chris, are you looking for artists, or is it mainly to lead
It's
you?
for our, so we have a class already, so it's made of our kids who are from 14 to 18 years
Okay.
old. And it's led by Ezekiel, so you know, not specifically, but if you know of any artists who are mural artists, you can send them my way.
I don't have any idea, like if you see a blank wall, who do you need to get permission from to create a mural? I don't really know the logistics, right?
Yeah, it really depends. Central Harlem Composts, their building lot is actually, so that wall is owned by that building owner.
Oh,
So,
so,
yeah,
yeah.
so they partnered with
that
that
makes
building
it one person.
owner who was actually, yeah.
And is there anything we can do to support your, since it looks like you already got it going, is there anything that we as the community board or as a community can do to support what you're doing?
You know, so thank you for asking, because at the moment, in order to pay for our teaching artists and supplies and stuff, we, you know, our partners get grant funding, and so they are actually paying for those resources. We would love to be able to offer these, you know, free of charge. So if there is a way that we could get funding through CV9 somehow, so that we can tell Central Harlem Compost, just for instance, you know, we know you don't have a grant fund for this, so we would love to beautify another space that you have, just free of charge. And
Unfortunately, we have a lot of things, but we don't have money. We put people together, we try and find resources. I would suggest, I wish Michael Palma was here from West Harlem Arts Alliance, because they offer some small grants. We do have, of course, Harlem Art, well, I'm sorry, not Harlem Arts Alliance. We have WHDC, who we might be able to approach, and we would definitely second that or give you a letter of support, vote on a letter of support for that.
Yeah, I'm actually working on a proposal right now with a couple of different funders with my development team, so. We're on it, we're working on getting the funding, so. For now, getting the word out there, just letting people know that we have this amazing murals program. And that we are in the community and working to beautify Harlem. That in itself is definitely enough.
Thank you. And thanks for the update. Thanks for taking it and running with it.
Thank you for giving me the platform.
Okay, is there any other old business?
Yes, the last old business is the original thing. It was on the agenda, but it somehow got taken off, I
I
guess.
first asked you to take it off because it was yours
No.
and you weren't. Yeah, you did.
I did not. I did
Yes,
not.
you did.
The project that I have been talking about bringing together the arts organizations to do something in October. I had originally talked about it as a project of CB9. It's being tweaked now because when I thought about it, the idea was to bring all the wonderful organizations together, because I say ad nauseum, we're better together. But unfortunately, with the community board, I've been on for 10 years, and soon our term limits are going to kick in. And so that concerned me that we would start something to the magnitude that I imagine it to be, with all these wonderful organizations coming together. And then when my term limit kicks up, I'm gone, and I don't know what happens to this project, which I feel like is my baby. So as old business, I would have to step out of this, and I can't vote since I'm not in person anyway. But I would request if we could vote for this to be in association with the community board, because I definitely would like to do this in conjunction with the community board, just not as a total community board project. Tina.
So you wanted us to vote?
I'm asking if you would please take a vote, since we have a quorum, if the committee would be willing to do this project in association with me, that the committee would do it in association with me. I can't vote because it's my project, but I'm asking if we could take a vote on that.
Okay,
Are we allowed to vote or just
no,
the
it's just
quorum
the
people?
it's just the community board members. Community board members, are you okay, in agreement with having what do you want to call it, Daria?
By next month, I will have a name. Right now, it's just a collaborative arts organization programming. And if once you take the vote, yes, yay or nay, then I'm going to explain it a little bit to everyone who doesn't know what it is before, so that we can end the meeting.
Okay, those that are in favor, say aye.
Aye.
It passed.
Okay, thank you. Just for anybody who doesn't, and I don't want to belabor the meeting, but an idea that I really had a year or two ago, with all of the wonderful organizations that come together, especially when people have to come in to present for their WHDC grants, we see that so many organizations are here, and we all have similar needs. Every artist needs an audience, and we are definitely better together. So my idea, and I took this to Vosa Rivers from the Harlem Arts Alliance and spoke with him about it, is to do a festival. In my mind, eventually it'll be a week long, but right now it will be a 1 day or a weekend of just a collaborative sort of festival kind of thing. And so everybody's audience will then become everybody else's audience if we're all doing things at the same time or across the street from each other or one after another. I'm figuring it out. Everybody, if anybody online would like to be a part of it, please put a yes and your contact information in the chat. I also have put my information in the chat. As a matter of fact, you can reach me at, you can just send it to CB9 at cb9arts@yahoo.com. You can send me a message there as well. And I will reach out to you. I'm still trying to figure it out, still trying to figure out even what the name of it is going to be. But the idea is to bring together the arts organizations to do a supportive, collaborative sort of day of arts. And so everybody can see what we're doing, we can see what each other is doing, and we can just make it a whole love sandwich, basically. That's it. And if you are interested, please drop a note. Anybody in person, cb9arts@yahoo.com. Thank you.
Sure, you can count on Harlem School of the Arts. There.
Thank you. Thank you. And
Okay,
I will
just-
reach out.
Is there any other new business or any other comment? If not, does anybody want to indicate that we should adjourn? 8:21. 8:21, the meeting adjourned. Our next meeting is Monday, March 25th. I'm sorry, I think the date wasn't,
Date
but
wasn't
it's the third. I think it's the third, too. March 3rd, 2025. All right, thank you very much, everyone. Have a good
Yeah.
night.
Don't hang up yet. Don't hang up yet. I want to save the chat, save chat. Okay. Thank you.
Could you email it to me, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Is it saving?
Yeah, it's saved. Yes.
Thanks, I'll talk with you soon.
Thank
Okay,
you.
have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Tell Donald he's in the video.
I will.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, not you, because I thought it was her.
No, it's just.
Yeah.